Hi to everybody who's watching. I decided to shoot a second video about my LW200 2003 Saturn, replacing the water pump. I got the new water pump, and let's check the kilometers here on that thing. It's 235,000 something. 239,434. Not too bad. That thing is passing out, of course, because there's no water in yet. So let's shut this off, and then I'm gonna take the battery collector off, just for safety. So I shot the first video with actually everything removed already, and now we have the new pump. In there. This is the new pump, the old cover, and of course on the other side is the timing belt housing. There, everything is back in place. We have, so the tube goes over here. This really just sticks in there with an O-ring, and goes in here, sticks in there with an O-ring, which probably comes with the set of gaskets you buy anyway. There's a gasket in here. Don't forget that one screw down here. There's one down here also, so we've got 1, 2, 3 to get this off and back on. Your thermostat is going to be in here. This is back in place. This little thing here then later on goes in here once you're done. And this is your oxygen sensor that goes in once your exhaust manifold is back in here, and those are your heater hoses, obviously, and it's pretty obvious to tell where they go. As you can see down here, I don't know if you can get in there. Got those screws in there. You actually can see it better with a camera than with your bare eye. Okay, so what happened is, if you pull your pump, that gear is going to fall off. So just keep it in place. It's not a hard thing to do. And this is, if you imagine, this is the new pump. It's the old one, but just imagine it's new, nice and shiny. This is what it'll look like without the gasket. It comes with the set. This is actually the gasket I bought with a gasket set. I just replaced it because I found that the one that comes with the pump fits better. So, and this is of course the cover with the gasket that goes on that hole I just showed earlier. So this is the gasket I bought with the gasket set. There's an additional one in there for the other side for the cover, which I have on already. Same thing. So now this is what you get. Now what I learned is I wouldn't attempt to actually put it in with the gear, take the old gear out, let the chain hang. I don't think it's even possible with the motor in place. So I took the new gear off the new pump, and what I saw then is that actually it has larger holes which then go in your pump there in the thread right there. Just 3. They're equaled out. If you find one, you'll find the other 2, no problem. But since you can't see, and if you don't know, if you hit one of these holes, they're also equaled out, but they have a thread in them. So you think you got it, and you just keep screwing and screwing and screwing all the way down till it's tight. You're not really catching the pump. You're catching one of these slots there. It might work over some time, it might not. I don't know. That's not the way it's supposed to be. It's not the way it's designed. It's designed to actually get the thread in that pump. I guess I call it pump drive. The screw wants to be in here. This is what those marks indicate, and also this is the way the new pump comes with the screw, with these marks screwed into the pump drive. So, and I used the old screws. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. So be aware of that. Take this gear off. Don't use it. Don't attempt to replace it with the motor in, because you're gonna have trouble. And then a little trick. Since this hole in here is really so small, it really hardly can get in and see anything. You just gotta remember where your screw holes are in the gear that's in there already. So let's say 11 o'clock, 3:30, and whatever 6:30. So that gives you a very good idea. But how do you not lose the screw? So what I did, I just cut a piece of cloth from an old shirt. Let's see if I can do that. This is pretty much all the tools you need here, by the way. A large 13 for the larger nuts, and for a little long 10mm, an extension, a magnet, just to be sure. Flashlight sometimes helps. And you just put your hoses on with I think 5/16 or something, so no big deal. You don't need a large variety. So not to lose the screw, two options: use a magnet on your ratchet, which I tried not to do because you need a strong magnet, but it tries to clinch to anything that's metal, which is a pain in the butt. So what I did, let me see if I can show this. Maybe like that. Let's see. So where are we here? Okay. That's me. I used a screw. Put this cloth over the head of the screw, like this. There. And then pushed the socket on with the cloth really hard. If you pull it back, there, you screw. You can actually push it, maybe on with something metal a little bit. But your screw is stuck in there actually pretty well. So you can actually then take it off and reach in this little hole with your hand. Try to find that hole. Just keep twisting. Don't tighten it, because one way or the other, that cloth gets caught up in there, and you gotta untighten it. You can't find it because it's in the way, and you can see it's aggravating. Just go in, tighten it a couple of times so you know you won't lose it anymore, and then just rug it off. Take it out. Your screw is in place, and then just attach your nut and ratchet again, and tighten it all the way in. And I think this pretty much covers it for now. So old pump in your gear, take it out, make sure you get the thread in your pump, not the ones in the gear. Don't forget your cover. You cover it back on, you're excited because you did it, awesome. And then just begin. And I think they have that longer nut here, so they can actually hold that wire. Don't get it confused. There's a long one down there. It's about the same design. Why? I don't know. Make sure the thermostat is good. And put your exhaust manifold back in. This is still loose, so you can be pulled back a little bit to give me some clearance. Once this is done, put your heater hoses back on. And of course then fill your water. Work your hose there, just pump it, and pump it. I don't think the new pump, there's actually a bleeder all the way down there on this cover, not the pump, on the cover there's a bleeder. I think it's kind of hard to reach from the bottom even. I don't know if it's necessary. I got the water all the way here and leak again just by working that water hose. And that's pretty much it, I guess. That should help any hobbyist mechanic or anybody who just wants to save some money doing it themselves. And this, I think, pretty much saved me about $500. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope it helped. Thanks, guys. Bye.